No freaking way. Do you see that? No way. All right, guys, I'm just gonna get right to it. I got the scale. I haven't had a scale since I was, I don't know, in high school, I think. I guess I should say I've never used one in my home since I was, yeah, like in high school. And we had like old school, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a dial, and it kind of like, you kind of like calibrate it and stuff, and it's like super like ancient. So anyway, I bought myself a scale, and I'm going to unbox it here with you guys. It's the Renpho Live Healthy, Live Smart scale. So I'm just gonna literally, I think it comes with its own batteries, so I'm gonna open it for y'all. Ooh, really fancy. Oh my, wow. I'm also going to weigh myself in front of you guys for the first time. You know, of course, having kids and stuff and going to the doctors, you get weighed, but this is interesting. This will be interesting for me. So it comes with batteries. Okay, this is like super fancy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those in first. So this is like a smart scale, like it says, and you can connect it, I think, to your phone, obviously, and I think even your Fitbit, which I do have one. I'm not gonna do that now though. I'll probably just do that later. I'm gonna just get this over with right at the front of this video because I'm kind of nervous, to be honest, because I'm sure I've gained quite a bit of weight over the last few months. The last time I checked back in, I don't even remember if I had a doctor's appointment or what, but actually, yeah, it was after I had my second son. I had my like follow-up appointment. I think I was about 140 pounds. And I'm sure that it's not gonna be 140 pounds this time. Anyway, let's just get to it. I'm gonna take you with me. Hey, I'm just gonna come down here. Can you even see me right now? I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's like 9:30 at night right now, and I'm weighing myself. And it's like the last thing that you should do is weigh yourself at night. Like, you should weigh yourself first thing in the morning, is what they say. So I know this whole thing is effed up already. But you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I need to get like a starting point weight, just to kind of see where I'm at. And it's a ballpark, right? It's a ballpark. So let's see. All right, here we go. What? No freaking way. Do you see that? No way. There is no, I'm sorry you guys. Let me do that again. All right, so this is not, sorry, yours just moved in still. Woo, oh, sorry. I have no idea. I honestly, you guys, I'm serious. I seriously thought I was gonna be like 155, 160 pounds. I'm not kidding you. Like, my diet's been shit. Like I've not been exercising. I've been eating so many sweets on the daily. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I don't know. I'm honestly like shocked. I'm honestly shocked. I did not expect that number. Anyway, that's regardless. So let me just get to where I'm going here. Okay. All right, hey guys. So I wanted to kind of go into more detail as far as what I'm doing. Okay, so why did I weigh myself? So first thing I want to kind of touch on is that I firmly believe that you can be healthy at every size. I'm not one to focus primarily on weight, or, you know, I'm not like honing in on that by any means. I really truly do believe that no matter what you weigh, what your body composition is, I think you can find health at any size. And the scale, weighing yourself, that number on the scale does not indicate your health status. So I want to use, you know, my weight as just a piece of data to track about my body. I want to track my journey, where I'm going and where this journey is going to be taking me. And I just want to kind of check in on myself, check in on what my body's doing. And I think using the scale, using my weight will kind of help give me a guide of how things are going. But again, it's just one piece of data. There's so many other pieces of data on our health that we can gather. And I do plan on, seeing my doctor for a checkup. I actually, to be honest, I haven't seen my primary care physician in years because I've been pregnant. So I've been monitored by my midwife. And so I haven't actually gone to see my regular physician. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that next year, 2021. So shedding more light on the type of fasting I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing intermittent fasting. And I think I'm gonna be doing more of like a modified intermittent fasting because so during the week, my plan is to fast from 8 p.m. to 12 noon the next day. So that's a 16-hour fast. So that means I'll have an 8-hour window where I'm going to be doing most of my eating. And when I say modified, I mean that I'm going to be on the weekends, I'm going to be kind of, I guess what you would call maybe like cheating. That's where I'm going to actually consume a breakfast meal. So I'm doing that just because, again, it's finding balance and finding what works for me and not like, I guess, depriving myself to the point where, I'm going to discontinue this early on. I want to keep going with this. And I really want, the longer I do it, the more data I'm going to gather, the more I'm going to get to know my body. And so my goal is to keep doing this as long as I can. And if I see that it's healthy and I feel good, I'm going to continue on, hopefully. So the one thing about this intermittent fasting is I'm realizing in that 8-hour time frame of when I'm going to be eating, I'm definitely going to have to pack in good, healthy, nutritious foods. I think that's, one thing about this type of eating that you do have to focus on that. It kind of, in a way, forces yourself to be mindful in ensuring that you are eating good, healthy, nutritious food. So I'm definitely going to focus in on that and ensure that I'm doing that. The other thing is I am considering taking a multivitamin just because I am still actually breastfeeding, but only twice a day, so in the morning and then in the evening. Now, if I was solely breastfeeding my child and they relied on my breast milk for the majority of their nutrition, I definitely would probably not be doing or starting intermittent fasting. So I definitely would not recommend this for any breastfeeding moms out there, with kids that rely on breast milk for all of their nutrition needs, and of course pregnant women too. So, and anyone that has like diabetes or other diseases that this might, certainly be an issue for. I would not recommend fasting at this point. Talk to your doctor, of course, always. So the reason that I'm doing like basically skipping breakfast is just because that is, no joke, like the meal that I have the hardest time eating healthfully in. I wake up in the morning and I just crave carbs. I crave sweets. And I love sweets with my coffee. So I just find that that's the easiest meal to kind of skip. It's like, first thing in the morning, and I don't really tend to be super hungry in the morning, like right away, but I have been kind of forcing myself to eat in a way. And I think more, before, because I was breastfeeding more often and pumping at work, that I would force myself to eat something. But I find that I'm okay with skipping it. So I'm gonna see, and now the thing is, if I can skip it and, wait until 12 noon to have lunch, or my first meal. So why have I decided to do this? There's definitely a few reasons. I think it's time for me to try something that focuses on myself and achieving health for myself. I'm not breastfeeding as often, just twice a day, and I'm not pumping breast milk at work. My child, my youngest, relies more on, solid foods at this point. And it's time. I've had 2 kids. I have not been focusing on myself and my health. I've been focusing on them and other things in life. So I think it's time. It's time for me to get started here and focusing on me and my health. I kind of hinted at this as far as, what I eat at breakfast is not being healthy. So basically that's it. I've just developed some shitty habits, some really unhealthy, shitty habits. And I think that with a fasting regimen, I can focus on kind of picking those habits apart and trying to adopt healthier habits or replace those bad habits with healthier habits. But also, my goal here too is not to have a super strict diet. I'm still gonna eat a, you know, balanced meal. I'm still gonna treat myself probably every day. Like if you guys know me, I do. So I'm still gonna do that. So I'm not gonna just like restrict myself severely to the point that this just is not doable. So the other thing is just like my body, it just doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't feel completely bad, but I've just been feeling super just like sluggish. I don't really have a lot of energy. And I know there's different reasons for that, but, and I know like with some of my eating habits, that's part of the reason. Again, because I'm just, you know, I tend to kind of, in the morning, I tend to like focus in on the carbs. And, you know, of course that'll give me that boost of energy right away, but then I get that drop in my blood sugars, and then I just feel crummy later in the morning, and then I just want to eat more because of that big drop in my blood sugars. So, and that's been like, again, my norm. So it's just not been something that's made me feel good. I also just find that I need to develop a better relationship with food. I kind of touched on that already. I just have gotten, like I said, I've adopted some kind of, in my opinion, some unhealthy habits. And I've just been like, nah, it's fine. Like maybe I'll focus on my health next year or the year after. I just keep pushing it off. I'm young. Like I, you know, my body can take it, can take the beating. It's not a big deal. You know, you're breastfeeding. You know, you need the extra calories, the extra carbohydrates. So you're good. So I just kept giving myself excuses as to why I like allowed myself to eat unhealthfully. I just find that I'm at a point where I want to refocus my attention on food and focus primarily more on my body. So taking that focus from food and changing it, directing it towards my body and the health of my body. I also think with fasting, with that break, that fast, I'm just allowing myself and my body time to focus on itself and to heal itself, and just giving my body a quiet space to do all of that. I also think that with adopting this fasting regimen, this intermittent fasting, that it's like a first step towards health. My exercise, like I've not been exercising like I should, and I know I need to start doing that, but I feel like adopting this way of eating will just kind of kickstart that. Just allow me to take a first step towards health. Basically, kind of like a reset. And I'm starting all of this in December, so I'm actually like not waiting until the new year. I want to start this now to kind of just get a really good head start on all of this. All right, so hopefully all that made sense. I know it's a little bit scattered and all over the place, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with my journey. I've been encouraged by a few of my friends who started intermittent fasting as well, and they've found that they were able to lose some weight, and that they feel really good on it. And it's interesting because it's something that I talked about in one of my past videos as well, that I would recommend it, especially for people who are wanting to lose weight, because there is some research out there to support that. I just find, like, for me, like I'm very much into, well, how do I explain this? Like I'm very much into like, I like the time frame, like, okay, 12 o'clock to 8 p.m., like, you know, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., like that's my window of time. And having that like as a guide, I think I can stick to that. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm like a numbers person or I'm super like strict on things, but having, you know, that time frame, that regimen to kind of focus on, I think it's something I can stick with. And ultimately, whatever diet, way of eating that you choose to do, ultimately, if it's something you can achieve and feel like you can attain that goal, whatever goal that is what you should focus on. You can't, you know, don't just grab out there at all of the crazy random diets, fad diets, and just say, oh, I'm gonna do this because, you know, someone said that it'll help me lose 100 pounds in a month or whatever. No, you have to find something that like works for you, something that you feel that you can achieve and that you can be successful at and that you can find health in. You know, again, I know I'm weighing myself regularly with this, but that's not my main focus. My main focus is not to necessarily lose a ton of weight. But I know my body. I know that I'm just like not feeling good. And I need to start focusing on something. I need to start somewhere basically. And I feel like from what I know and what I've read, and just knowing myself, I feel like intermittent fasting is the way to go for me. Allowing my body to focus on itself, not having to like get up in the morning and feel like I have to eat, you know, it just will give, I think it's almost like a freeing thing. And when I'm thinking about it, it's like, it's freedom. You know, I'm not like obligated to have to eat in the morning. I don't have to worry about that. It'll save me time in the morning. It'll probably in the long term, it'll save me money because I'm not obviously like having to buy breakfast foods or whatever for myself at least. And it'll just, again, it'll allow my mind some freedom to focus on something else in the morning, like hanging out with my kids or whatever, watching them eat their breakfast and getting them ready for the day. So I think those are some things that I'm looking forward to for sure. But yeah, so with that, I'll probably do like a recap video. I don't know if I should do this weekly. Nah, I'll probably wait because I want to do this for at least a month, and then that's probably when I will do like a video on how things are going. I'm going to weigh myself. I think I'm just gonna weigh myself once a week. I don't know if I should weigh myself daily. No, I think I'm just gonna weigh myself once a week. I think that's fine by me. So I'm definitely gonna keep track of that, and I will include all of the information in the follow-up video to this. And again, that will be in about a month's time. So I'm gonna start this tomorrow. My fasting day is gonna start tomorrow. So yeah, so wish me luck and just keep your eyes peeled in the future for the follow-up video and how things are going. And yeah, so with that, I'm gonna, I'll let you guys go. I appreciate you guys taking the journey with me. I appreciate your encouragement. I'm curious to know if anyone else is going to be doing any New Year's resolutions. Are you gonna be doing fasting this year? As we know, 2020 has been like a shitty ass year. I don't even have to remind you guys. It's just been a terrible year, and I think we're all looking forward to focusing on the future, focusing on ourselves, health, you know, our mindset, our mental health, you know, our physical health. We're just focusing, I think, on ourselves. And I think going forward into the new year, that's something that we all want to do, including myself. So I wish you guys luck in the future, your future health and all of that. If you want to kind of continue on the journey with me, please consider subscribing. I hope you all have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff. I will see you again in the next video. All right, take care. Bye. And meet my friend. His name's Alvin. I don't really appreciate him joining the party, if you know what I mean, but there's nothing I can do about it. He's here and he's with us.